Tonight, for the celebration of life for Rosanna Rossio.
Oh my God. You know that when they die?
Mom always said, don't give me flowers when I'm dead. How can I enjoy them?
Oh,
Give them to me while I'm alive. So, I'm going to do her eulogy while we still have her with us. Amen, brother.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
I took some notes so I wouldn't forget anything. More money, more alcohol, more. Oh no, that's her birthday. First of all, I feel like I've known Rose my whole life. There must be hundreds of adjectives to describe how incredible this woman is. And before you get politically correct, there's probably some nouns also. Mom has been an inspiration, a mentor, a coach, and a friend. Let's go through some of my childhood memories.
Oh no! Oh, this is gonna be good.
When I was young, since I was the oldest, she really felt it was important to teach me how to be independent. I would ride my bike to the store for her. I got to walk a mile to school in the rain when all the other spoiled kids had to get a ride from their parents. I got the opportunity to make all kinds of friends, probably since we moved 9 times in 2 years. I learned how to be social, make money, mow the lawn, wash cars, catch my bed on fire, shoot up my eye, the stuff normal kids do. But I think I really became independent when she moved while I was at school. I walked home to find an empty apartment. I didn't know I'd be on my own at 9 years old. I was so scared and confused. What did I do wrong? I didn't even have a change of clothes. Now, she will say she came back for me, and I was only there a few minutes without her. But I remember I did have time to finish my cigarette and beer before she goes. Don't feel bad for me. 3 years of rehab and therapy. Everything Mom did was for my growth and development. She's my mentor. She was always testing my knowledge. She would ask things like, "Who in the hell do you think you are? Are you stupid or something? Do you want me to beat your ass?" All good questions. But I didn't feel like I had the correct answers. It felt like a trap. So, as her student, I took her advice, and I kept my mouth shut before she shut it for me.
Sometimes.
She was definitely a provider. She would always give and give. She was very generous to me, even when I wasn't the golden child. When I was bad, she would offer to slap the smile off my face. I had the ability to go to bed without dinner. She would even allow me to get my ass in the house before she kicked it. All great options. And yet, it seemed I always chose to be grounded. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. It sounds like, terrible discipline. It wasn't. I realize now, after all these years, that she was just lonely. I spent all those years grounded so we could spend quality time together. The only thing she didn't give was a shit. And she let us know that. And for the record, I did not drive her to drink like she always told me I was going to. She drank at home. Never drove anywhere. She did believe in discipline, though, and oh my God, was she resourceful. It really didn't matter what we got spanked with when we were bad. I can remember a few of the items. A belt, a switch, ashtray, dinner plate, shoes, both of them, weed eater. The fly swatter was my favorite though. It left a nice 4-inch waffle print on your leg. You got the color in between the lines when it was whelped up. I think it was hers too because I gave her an extended reach since I was developing the Jackie Chan reflexes. Most of my friends had flowers or knickknacks all over their counters and stuff. We had branches. Knickknacks got used by the time I was 10. Sometimes I would get away and run. Little did I know how fast this woman was in her 30s. I ran out the door, had to hurdle 2 fences, bolted down the alley to get away. I looked over my shoulder to see her 20 feet back and closing. Barefoot. 130-degree asphalt. Clenching the broom and yelling, "Don't you run from me!" I still don't remember if she was holding the broom or riding it. But she was catching up. If she felt you had too big of a lead, she would just get in the car and meet you at the next intersection. Now, most people have never been hit by a car trying to escape punishment. I'm going to tell you, getting dragged home from the bumper, it's not fun. I'll never do that again. All of this just because I was trying to find that last nerve that I was on. I was able to find the final straw, though. Now, as I got a little older, Mom would take us to Kmart.
Oh my gosh.
She was kingpin when she walked in. And she was like,
Yes!
so
Preach
hip,
it!
so hip, full accessories, earrings, shoes, everything painted to match. Starting in like, ¿Qué pasa, puto? Palabra. Her entourage of us kids pushing the carts from behind. Total pimp status. That was our first taste of success. We would go there to sell our candy bars, remember?
Yes.
Sell our candy
Empty
bars.
cases. Whoop whoop.
And then on the loudspeaker it'd say, "Atención a los compradores de luz azul en espacio 4." So for the English people, that's attention, Kmart shoppers, blue light on special on aisle 4. She would fire the starting gun and yell, "Go, Marky, go!" I dropped the case of candy and I ran. As fast as I could to get there. I didn't ask questions. I just knew it was important to me. Get to aisle 4. I got there, all out of breath, holding my side. I was behind a large herd of women, all picking through a shelf of burglar masks and these big colorful eggs. Legs? It's not Easter. This would go on for an hour. Good thing I stretched first. Didn't want to pull a hammy. She had this talent of pinching you in the armpit
Oh, that hurts so bad.
and whispering in your ear. You don't start for shit, I'm gonna put you in the car. I like the car. No running down aisles. You got to rub out my leg cramps. Windows were always cracked, a bowl of water on the floorboard. Sometimes some goldfish crackers in the seat. Oh, the car was nice.
Oh, you're killing me.
The only thing I regret about my mother is that she didn't like kids. I get it, I really do. She raised her family. She did an amazing job. She gave life to 2 beautiful children after me. After I was born, I figured she would stop. How can you improve on perfection? But she kept trying. Mom is not a quitter. Quitters never win and winners never quit, is what she would preach. She was determined to create the perfect child. Then Monty was born. And I remember her saying, "Fuck it, I quit." I knew it was Monty that made her stop liking kids. In hindsight, I realized that hurdling fences, dodging moving vehicles, blocking projectile objects, running at Kmart down aisles, that wasn't punishment. It was coaching. She was training me to be an athlete. The reason I always finished first in the 50 and 100-yard dash is because after that, she just went back and got the car. Our race was over. I remember when my cousins came from France and they brought the colorful French money, and JB gave me one, and I was so excited to take it to school for show and tell after summer vacation. When school started, I couldn't find it, so I looked in my mom's purse and she had some, so I stole a few to take with me. I was so excited. It was my turn to get in front of the class. I had this long speech prepared about my cousins and this French money, and I was telling the story, and Jamal in the back stood up and says, "Nigga, that ain't French money, those are food stamps." I didn't know we were poor. Mom always made sure that we had what we needed.
That's right.
I can always remember how she always provided for us. We had 3 meals a day, matching clothes, a roof over our head, backyard with a fence to play in, sometimes a tall fence, razor wire, guard towers. Oh no, that was my 40s. As I got older, I finally got my own room, a basement on Alta Vista.
Yay!
I still don't know if this was a reward or a punishment. I got to have a phone in my room, decorated so it didn't look like a dungeon. Finally, privacy for a teenager. Of course, it was kind of dark and musty down there. Felt like a mushroom. That's why everybody called me a fun guy. So no longer was it bad to get sent to my room. It was my space. Rose has always been my friend, someone you can really communicate with. You may not always like what she says or the way she says it, but you always know where she stands on every topic. If you don't believe me, ask her. She was there when I fell off my bike to pick me up, mend a broken heart, and most importantly, laugh. She has the greatest sense of humor. I first realized how funny she was when she sent me to school for class pictures dressed like Howdy Doody. Sherry with a 2-foot-tall bouffant. Everyone laughed. I know they were jealous.
Because you told us they were.
Not because we had the coolest secondhand clothes regifted from the past 2 generations. Hairdos right out of the Sears catalog photos. Because we were confident and we learned to be able to laugh at ourselves. And they also knew that my mom could kick their dad's butt. And they would cry about how strong their dad was, and he'd punch them to toughen them up. And I'm like, that's every day at my house, twice on Saturday. Even God rested on Sunday. Do you know how long Cain beat Abel? Or beat his brother?
What?
Do you know how long Cain beat his brother?
Well, it's just that day.
As long as he was able.
As long as he was able.
Oh my God, I like that.
A guy once asked me if I had $1 million, but I had to live the rest of my life with a 3.5-inch penis. I'm like, $1 million? And a penis enlargement? Come on, man. As I grew up and started having children of my own, I would call Mom so excited. Mom, we're having a baby. Her response every time was the same. Oh, precious. Why? Again, another question I didn't have an answer to. I did adopt her parenting skills, to raise and discipline my children. You know, except for the cigarette burns, moving without prior acknowledgement, dressing them up like puppets. I did make a few changes. But now that I have 10 grandchildren, it's all starting to make sense now. Today's your 75th birthday, Mom. Mommy dearest. I don't care if you lick windows, run into walls, or occasionally pee on yourself. You hang in there, sunshine. You're freaking special.
It's fun.
I hope I made you laugh a little bit. And this deposition is true to the best of my knowledge and admissible in court.
It's like the suit that Canada wants.
I love you, and we're blessed to have you.
Yeah, that's
So real.
oh my gosh.
So do I remember that?
Oh my God, that was
Uncle Mark, you need to
fabulous.
memorize that.
Great
That's a stand-up
thing.
act.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Really?
That perfect.
It was wonderful.
Perfect.
That was
That was,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
gosh.
a.
Here's your copy. The video's coming.
Oh my
That's it.
gosh.